down. When you walking past me, badass. Damn, I hope she nasty. Slim thick, and she got a fatty. Turn around, yeah, let me look at it. Slow it down. When you walking past me, badass. Damn, I hope she nasty. Slim thick.
What's good, everybody? I'm Josiah, the Prince, producer, artist, engineer based in Wisconsin, and you're now tuned into the Journey Podcast, where we strive to inspire the future generation of young entrepreneurs, creatives, and business owners. Make sure you tune into the Journey Podcast on Fridays at 7 p.m., where we have some amazing guests ranging from directors, record label owners, reality TV stars, actors, and so much more. Make sure you tap in, all right? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, all right?
'Cause you know I want you back. I can't wait to see you, 'cause I want you back. I just want you freaking all night with me, yeah. I just want you freaking all night with me, yeah.
All right. First, I'd like to say thank you for being on the Journey Podcast. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Anytime. I am highly honored having such an amazing recording artist, model, just all around great person on my podcast.
So nervous.
It's okay.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. For the people who don't know who you are, can you tell our viewers who Alexa is?
Hello, my name is Alexa. I'm a singer, songwriter, entertainer, co-director, whatever, whatever. I'm just here. Um, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. my name.
It's okay. It's okay. So how long have you been a recording artist, songwriter, entertainer, co-producer, and co-director?
So I started my first studio session. I want to say I had to be like 14 years old. I went to the studio with my cousin and I made a couple songs with him. Antoine Springer, rest in peace to him. And then after that, after his passing, his one of his friends had like locked me in the studio for probably like the entire summer of, I want to say either 2017 or 2018. And he just would like play beats and I would just start writing. And I was just molding myself. And then I went to college and then I had like a $500 check from Taco Bell and I used that to start like with my first song and I started recording on my own. I went to the studio and I recorded my first song. It was called My Man, but it's not out. I took it down. I took it off everything because I was nervous. I was scared. I was scared of attention. And so really around, I want to say about 14, that's when I started recording. But
Oh,
I started driving my own wheel when I want to say about 18 years old.
okay, okay. So you, as far as like recording, do you engineer as well, or?
No, I don't. I don't know how to engineer yet. We're gonna say yet. I don't know how to do that yet. So I started with Ajante, and he recorded me.
Okay, okay, all right. Is any of your music based on true events?
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, yes. So one of my projects, the first project, I want to say that it was more so my previous experiences, and I was already kind of like a little healed from those experiences, and I was able to talk about them. The second project was more so I'm going through it and I'm writing about it. So it was like I was living in it in vivid time.
Okay, okay. Listening to some of your songs, such as Hard for Me, Don't Deny, and songs from your EP City Love, such as Real Love, Take It There, and Vibe, what or who inspired you? Inspired the unique style you have today?
Mm. I would have to say my cousin Antoine, because he made sure that I was a writer first, and I would go back and forth with him. He would make me write raps and poems. I'm like, I'm not a rapper, and he's like, no, you're a writer. Like, I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care if you a singer. You're a writer first. So he made sure that I was sharpening my pen early on before his passing, and I can only like pay him that homage.
Okay, okay. You definitely can tell you have a really uh, uh, cultured writing style. Your songs are absolutely amazing. How you set them up, the choruses, the verses, all of that is beautiful. Even the concept that you come up with. Your music videos, they even look like they've been like you take a long process to actually go through it and actually put it together. How long did it take for you to put the Don't Deny it together?
Ooh, we don't deny that was probably the most money I've ever spent. And I want to say, how long did it take me? It usually takes me months to like plan out a music video
Mm,
because for the most part, my music videos, I would like close my eyes and I would daydream my videos and what I want them to look like. And I was working with Philly and I would send him like little places that I was going to. And I'm like, I want to use this location, this location, this location. Usually he'd approve of me. And if he didn't approve of something, he would be like, no, that's tacky. I don't like this. I don't like that. And I would go back to the drawing board and I would come back with certain things. But I want to say it takes months. It's never like a short process for me because I'm a Virgo, I'm a perfectionist, and that's a good and a bad thing. So I want to say months. It definitely takes months. And prior to me releasing like that Hard for Me song and the music video, I had to plan for like an entire year. I was paying for personal trainers. I was paying for voice lessons, all things that a lot of people say you don't need. I just wanted to sharpen myself where I'm weak. I feel like
okay. Nothing wrong with it. You definitely do a great job at what you do. It was all worth it, obviously.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. So I saw that you were the first Black Miss St. Francis through the Miss America organization.
Yes.
How was your experience being in pageants, and how did it help further your music career?
Okay. That's a good one. What made you come? Where did you come up with these questions?
Oh, I have a little help. I have a little assistance.
Okay.
Right as the assistant.
So I'm gonna share this story with you. I like this interview already. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna go back to a time. After I did my pageant and I was in college and I had a meeting with the mayor and it was like a dinner and it was like a pretty much a goodbye Alexa dinner. And he like leaned over to me and he was like, "So do you plan on doing pageants again?" And I'm like, "Hell no." I'm like, "I just gave y'all 120% of me. Imagine if I applied that to my actual dreams and I applied that to what I actually wanted to be in life." And he was like, "Do whatever you want to do." He didn't even know I was talking about singing. He was just like, "Do that." So I feel like it helped mold me with like using calendars. I never really used calendars. It helped me fill out my days. They were the first ones to like pay for me a personal trainer. I was they just like helped me get a little bit more structured. It was like a lot of good things that they helped me put into my music, and there was like a little flaws, like things that I'm like ripping apart of myself, like trying to overly be perfect, and that's not a life I want to live.
Right.
So just giving me like structure, using a calendar and working hard and not knowing what's going to be at the end of the process, but just wanting to be the process of preparation.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell you prepare for everything. You do an amazing job at what you do, from the songwriting to the performance in the videos to gathering the people together, the choreography. You dancing in the swimming pool. I know you was tired after all that. I know
Listen,
all was worn out, right?
it was so cold. I felt bad for the girls. I'm like, I done told these girls they got to come out here in swimsuits. The pool was supposed to be heated. It was freezing just as well. But I got two left feet. I can't dance, but I knew I wanted to be moving around when I perform on stage. I knew like when I would envision myself, I didn't envision myself as like who I was in my current moment. I'm like, I see myself dancing, I see myself singing, I see myself doing this. And I'm like, if I see myself doing all that stuff and I'm terrible at all of it, just sharpen yourself. Like I believe in Eric Thomas, I believe in like the 10,000 hours, I believe in the 2% people, I believe in discipline. And if you discipline yourself, I feel like you can do any and everything.
That's true. Gems, y'all. Gems from Alexa herself. So, what kind of awards have you won with your amazing music?
I think I've only won two. I want to say I won two awards musically in Milwaukee. And then I want to say I may have won one during pageantry. And then I won, I don't want to lie to you, let's say anywhere around four medals plus in high school singing classical music. And yeah, I was singing classical music in different languages.
Different languages?
Yeah, German, Yiddish, French, I- Italian, and Spanish. See, these are things I don't tell people. Like, you are really getting to the nitty gritty.
Trying my best. I want everybody to know how great of a person you are and all
Man,
the work and effort that you put in to make this what it is. It's not just the easy route. You have to be willing to put in the work, and you're showing that.
thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate these questions too, because this is my I want to say this is my first interview in a very long time. Last year, November, I did an interview for my college, but this is like the first interview I've done since after my cousin's passing and a lot of stuff. So I appreciate these questions and I appreciate your presence in this. Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you. I'm honored to have you on here.
Thank you.
No problem. So at this point in my interview, I usually have a spotlight to shed light on an amazing individual in our community or just an amazing creative altogether, just shining their light everywhere they go. So at this point, I'm going to take a moment to let the spotlight shine, okay?
Okay.
The radio made this beat. The radio made this beat. chance, ran with it, hope I really make it. Came from the basement, know I'd be a star since the
when you
first
feeling
day.
down, you gotta let the rain fall. And the ones who don't ever ask for love, they never try to take it. You don't need nobody, they'll take your heart just to break it. And when you feeling down, just gotta let the rain fall. Be sorry, you don't need nobody. And life's so crazy, I've been thinking of myself. As of lately, I don't need nobody else, just me, myself, and I. And a two-door coupe with a bad bitch to my right. And some might say I'm lonely, but I promise I'm just fine. I still slide for my brother like we from the same mother. I'ma ride for whoever ride for me. But you gotta keep your circle small, cause people try to cross you on your team. They try to take what's on your plate so they can eat. But I
Never care what they think about what you do. Let out the hate, the truth is, baby, you're chosen. When you feeling down, you gotta let the rain fall. Just take a minute when you feel lost. Can talk about any time I hear it all. We got a whole lot to live. We can't be home staying in the crib. Who cares what they think, they ain't real. I gotta get outside to feel.
All right, y'all. That was an amazing spotlight in our community. Make sure you tap in with them. So, before we left, we were talking with Alexa about her EP, City Love, available on all streaming platforms. And you being the first Black Miss St. Francis,
Yes.
is there any advice that you wish was given to you before becoming an amazing artist, model, producer that you would like to give to an amazing creative that's just starting now?
Um, I would tell you so much stuff. Oh God.
Take your time, preach, testify.
Protect your art, protect yourself, be honest when creating. Um, take your time, be patient. Your time is coming. And if it's something that you knew that you always wanted your entire life, it's already yours. It was ordained for you. No one can take your gift away from you. Yes, there are others that have the same gift as you and they have the same road, but the mission, the goal is to tell your story and emphasize on who you are. You are a golden ticket and you're just giving the world that type of access and have fun. Be happy, be healthy, god dang it.
Right. That's beautiful. Gems, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in with Alexa. That was beautiful. That's amazing. If you could go back in time and speak to the younger version of you, back before you got started in your creative endeavors, what advice would you give yourself?
I was just talking to my younger self earlier today. I talk to my younger self a lot. Um, I would tell her there are different ways to fight. You don't have to be physical. It's okay to write. It's okay to not know how to express your emotions. It's okay because you're going to find a way to express your emotions. And everything about you that you feel like is not unique is so unique. It's so amazing. You're so talented. You're so gifted. And don't follow. Like you have, I wish my younger self knew what discernment meant, but you have discernment every time you feel like you shouldn't be doing something or every time you feel like this isn't right. Follow that. You're a natural born leader. God placed you that way. God made you different. He made your upbringings different. Everything that you thought that was insignificant is so significant. and it's a part of your purpose.
That's beautiful. I love it. That was amazing. That definitely was amazing. As creators, we go through a lot of ups and downs. What drives you to keep going?
Um, I have to say, like my mom, of course, because my mom is a vet. She's a vet, and my mom, she's experienced an array of things, and she's just phenomenal. She's a phenomenal woman. My mom, and also my child self. Like she would daydream a lot about music videos. She would cry herself to sleep at night because she would have dreams about her being on stage, and she'd wake up and she'd hate everything that she see, and she felt like she wasn't smart, and she felt like she wasn't talented. She daydreamed so much, so much. But those daydreams is what she's putting into fruition right now. So my mom, my child self, and I want to be a light to somebody who's coming from a certain background and they feel like they don't deserve a spot because of where they come from, because of what they've been through, because they were placed in a position or a situation as a child that they had no control over. So my child self, the next child to come, and my mom.
Thank you for being an amazing light in the community. You're already shining your light bright right now. You've been shining your light your whole life, for real, for real. This those weren't daydreams; those are visions. We see this all coming into fruition right now. No problem. Who are your top 5 favorite artists that you think our viewers should go check out right now? If you could plug anybody that you know or listen to.
In the city or like already out there? Like
Either one, it local or big already.
locally, I want to say Tay Mystique. I love her. That's my homegirl.
I love her music.
I love Tay. Tay is such a beautiful soul.
Yes.
So, who else? I want to say somebody else locally. I don't want to say anybody that already has a huge platform. But oh, I gotta say my John Tay, Tay the Don. I'm gonna say him. Yourself, because you're also an artist.
Thank you.
No problem. And then two more. I want to say Dochi. I just started listening to Dochi recently, and I was watching like a lot of her blogs, and she's so dope. She's a dope human being. And
You
what's
have to send me some of that.
huh?
I said you're gonna definitely have to send me some links.
Yeah, yeah, no, she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal, and she put in a lot of work even prior to her being signed and everything. She's phenomenal. And let's say LaRussell. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Let's say LaRussell because he's really emphasizing on being an independent artist, and he's really giving gems to other independent artists. And if you're an independent artist and you don't know where to start, follow that dude.
okay. So what's coming up next for Alexa?
See, I don't want to say because the last home that I did, I said a whole bunch of stuff and I didn't follow through with it until later. I'm going to be working more in Charlotte. Let's say that. I'm going to be working more in Charlotte and be prepared for probably a different wave of music, probably a style, different techniques. I'm probably just going to do a lot of things because I want to feed my soul right now. Musically, sonically, I'm on a different type of time right now. And I'm like on a healing journey as well. So I'm like ripping apart a whole bunch of things. And I don't plan on seeing having the same feelings and doing the same thing. The discipline, the work ethic, it's going to be there. But I plan on things being a little bit different. Even how I conduct my business. So, oh yeah. And like going to classes, like taking business classes, business courses. I want
Okay.
to be a little junkie again when it comes to knowing the back end.
Nothing wrong with it. That's what the money is too. All right. Can you tell our viewers where we can find you?
I am on all streaming platforms. My Instagram is I am just Alexa, as well as my TikTok. My Facebook is Alexa Biami, my first and last name. And you can stream me on every platform.
All right. Make sure y'all tap in with Alexa. Make sure you tap in with her EP, City Love. Tap in with her music video, Don't Deny. All the amazing work that she has going on. And don't forget to follow, hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all tune into the Journey Project podcast on Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you for being on my podcast today. I appreciate you, Alexa.
I thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
No problem. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. All right, y'all. That was our interview with Alexa. Make sure y'all tap in with her and make sure y'all tune into the Journey Project podcast on Fridays at 7 p.m. All right?
We can't be home staying in the crib. Who cares what they think, they ain't real. I gotta get outside to feel. I ain't tryna play them games. Really, really never care what they think. I'm coolin' and I'm climbing up the ranks. Deserving everything good in my way. Doing me, I'm chillin' in my own lane. They saying that I'm different, but I ain't changed. Tell them that they trippin', but they ain't